Yes.
Is the camera on or what?
Yes, after a long time.
The viewers are wondering where we are, and finally we have found some time that we will film something.
Yes, because now the time comes when we are not going to film so much because of the work.
Yeah, it's hard for us to find the time for filming, but we will do our best, viewers, so don't go away. We will try to make as many videos as possible, and Captain Blush, hey, film me, because I did a salute like we always do. First time I salute all subscribers and viewers. Thanks for your support, for visiting our channel, for all your comments, and of course, like we say, for sharing this goodwill from this perfect hobby all over the world.
Yes.
And for the viewers who have just discovered this channel, I will tell you quickly that finally you have found a channel where you can find nothing but the test videos of the planes and without editing, and that's the most important thing, Captain Blush, and viewers and pilots and aircraft lovers and everybody in the world.
And you have done a really good job on the paint, eh?
Captain Blush, now I will come to this. Hey, film me, because there is a story behind this. Hey, go there, Captain Blush. Yeah, show this beauty to the viewers, because
yes,
by now maybe...
Because all it's not in the beauty.
It's not always all in the beauty of the plane, of course. Hey, viewers, I will start at the beginning of this, because this video also had a meaning. This is not a meaningless video, but we must film this because you know why. The last video that you can find on our channel is the video when I assembled the Dynam Warhawk A10 plane, and of course, again, that was the third plane that I have from Dynam, and we were seeing there what kind of problems we had, because by now with every single plane that I buy from Dynam, I have the problems that you just can't fly it if you don't spend more money on the new plane.
And there is nothing...
what?
Nothing...
There's nothing, yeah.
Nothing good on this plane also, eh? Except for the paint.
Of course. Now the viewers, I will tell you quickly that I have bought, this is the fourth plane from Dynam from Dynam that I bought last year, and since I was so disappointed with that A10 plane, that I said to myself, what the hell, I will assemble the last plane that I have from Dynam, and I will hope that at least for once I will have a plane when I will just assemble it and fly it, and at least for once I can say, yes, Dynam, finally you have a good plane. Eh?
But no.
Now, of course, I was all thrilled up when I opened the box of this. If we go through the assembly of this plane, I must say that the assembly was pretty straightforward. The only thing that you have to glue on this plane are these, I don't know what's this, the fuel tanks or something, at the edges of the wings, and of course this sexy scale antenna. All the rest you just screw on the plane. Now, of course, because I wanted to have at least one good sexy Dynam plane, I have done a little custom paint job of this plane with the gold, because I wanted to call this plane my golden boy, and I think that I have done a great job. Now viewers, look at this. I will grab it in my hands and look at this beauty. I mean, if you just look at it before you plug the battery in, I must tell that I'm really impressed.
Yes, even I'm impressed.
Now during the assembly, I must tell that they have really thought of everything on this plane. I mean, they have such great solutions that it hurts. Look at this. I was wondering where I will put the wires for the lights here. How will I get them through the middle of the fuselage? But look at this. They have thought of this, that you have this part. I will just grab this one. There is only with magnets. Look at this,
also you can
and you open this and you get the access to the ESCs. I mean, this is really great. Of course, also this is only glued on with the tape, so you get the access to the motors.
And you can also have optional flaps.
They have already all prepared. You get the hinges for the flaps. Here is the place for the servo. Now I didn't want to screw with that. I wanted to do that, of course, if the maiden flight will be okay, and if I will be impressed with the plane working, at least for once.
But
yeah,
there are three things that don't work in this plane.
Now we will start with this. Of course, the great thing with Dynam planes, I will tell you this, that they have one great feature that other manufacturers don't do. They always give you the spare propellers directly in the box. I mean, I must say that is great to Dynam. But now when I have painted the plane, I have assembled it, of course now, even during the assembly, I will start to tell you where the problems in these planes are. First problem, the first problem was the length of this, what do you call this? The push rod was this.
Yes, push rod, yes.
The push rod to the elevator, because the servo in the plane was glued on incorrect. So this push rod was too short, you just couldn't, it just wasn't long enough to put it here in this servo, in this, no, the
servo horn.
Yeah, in this, no, this is not the servo horn, is it?
Yes.
Or some elevator arm, I will call this.
Yes.
So I had to pull out the servo from the foam, glued it in the opposite way, and now we have just long enough this.
Wait.
It is just long enough, but okay, hey, it's okay. Now the second thing on this plane is, of course, you don't get any protection for these LED lights here. As soon as I plug the battery in, the lights burned out. Now that was obvious that it will happen. I was just saying, hey, maybe they have some sexy, strange LED lights that will take this amperage from the voltage from the receivers. Of course, they burned out immediately. Now the second thing, now this was, one thing was the servo, the second thing, the lights burned out quickly. Now I will show you, of course, I have set the plane, look at this. The plane is working, elevators, ailerons and the rudder. Everything is okay. Then I started the motors, and you will see this, because this is a disaster waiting to happen. Of course, this motor is okay, pretty good balanced, but look at this one, look. On this motor, the shaft is bent, so how can I fix that? There is no way except to change the motor. Now I will show you this strange wobbling that starts at a certain rotations. Look at this. I mean, they work great, they are not counter-rotating, but I just have a feeling that maybe on second, third flight, the motor will fall off the plane and it will be crashed, because it really, what they call the shakes, pretty
it vibrates.
It vibrates really bad at certain RPMs. I will show you. It does have a great thrust. Look at this. Now maybe you can't see it, but it really, you can really feel the vibrations.
Not
of the
thrust,
plane.
thrust.
Yeah, thrust, Captain.
Thrust.
Yeah, thrust. Now this is, of course, this is the third thing.
Oh, there are four things, yes.
Yeah, of course. Now, maybe it will survive, maybe it will not because of that. I mean,
no, there are five things.
It does have vibration only at certain RPMs. Otherwise, it's okay enough for the flight day. And now, of course, we will show you the famous landing gears on this plane, because I said to myself, hey, maybe I will be lucky, because you can imagine this plane flying with the landing gear closed. I mean, it would really look sexy. Of course, and now we will test the famous Dynam. Dynam, I will salute you because of your famous landing gears. And look at this. Sometimes the two landing gears work, this one just doesn't close.
When you're going to the second time, only one will work.
No, we will try for the second time, because sometimes on the second time, only one closes, Yeah. Dynam, this is it, Of course, the perfect landing gear. And look at this plane now, what I will fly with this, what? With two wheels, Now, how does this look, Now, of course, I will just forget about this time. I won't be angry anymore, because this is actually the last plane that I will buy from Dynam, except if they will put on the market a perfect plane that will just kick me at my feet, and I will see some reviews from other guys that the plane is working fine. Look at this. Look. This is it, the famous Dynam track.
And the fifth
Of course, the fifth thing I will look. Now, I was looking this plane through the sun, and I was checking if there is any carbon bar to reinforce this plane. Of course, there is nothing in the wings. And look at this. I mean, I just don't know. I'm really wondering. Look at this wings. Look at this. How this will work in the air.
And he's not shaking very much. Look at the wings.
Shaking only, look. But look what the plane is doing. Look at these wings. Look. Now, we are hoping for the best. I'm really hoping. Now, of course, I won't fly some crazy stunts because without any reinforcement, this baby will clap the wings, above, If you will go like this, I think that the wings will come together. Now, I will try to fly sexy, but can you imagine the landing with this? Now, what's this, darling? What's this, Can you not afford us pilots at least one carbon bar for the plane? I mean, this is sick, How much does the one carbon bar cost?
$7,000,
And I will tell you this, I have at home at least 100 carbon bars, but I won't put it in just in spite, So we will see if the plane will collapse in the air just because of this, because this is crazy,
But this is
now,
like,
of course,
this is like, wobbly as you know what,
This is like a blubber, like a whale blubber. Look at this blubber, Now, of course, I could. Now look, if you look at this, look, the movements come from here, look. Do you see this? Look.
Yes.
You have only 4 screws here, of course. I could glue this, The best way it would be to just glue here and here.
But this is not the solution,
Yeah, I mean, that would be the solution for not so wobbly plane, but then you don't have the access to the electronics inside. Now this is just sick. But still, I will forgive Dynam if I will have at least a few sexy flights.
It is so sexy plane that I cannot believe.
If you look at it, if you just look at the plane, now I must admit to Dynam that they choose such a good planes to their production. But the production later is so poor that it hurts, It really hurts so poor, Because you're all excited and so happy to see such a beautiful plane, and then you have problem after problem all around the plane. But what's this, What's this, Dynam, And they are not even watching the videos, They are not watching anything. You can leave the comments directly to the company, they don't say nothing back, they are just producing this wobbly planes, and just hope for the best. Or what, The Dynam is saying like we always say, what the hell, We must see what will happen. They are just putting this to the market, and we will find some suckers who will buy these crazy planes, and they will have 100,000 problems. And of course, we hope that they will crash it in the maiden flight, so they won't bother us again with this shit, so we can send them the new landing gear, and I don't know what,
This is it?
This is it?
Yes.
Is there any other way? There is no other way, viewers, except... Now go there. I will...
Go there.
Go there, Captain Blush. I will put it like this.
But it is so nice plane,
It looks so good that it's almost a shame to do the maiden flight. I will just hang it on my ceiling.
Look at this front windshield, how good is that,
There would be a good FPV on this plane, Presuming that it will survive the maiden flight, No. I wanted also to put the lights on, and I don't know what for the first flight.
I know for a very nice light,
Yeah, what?
You can pour gasoline on the plane and burn it,
Yeah.
In the mid-air,
a barbecue with this plane.
In the mid-air.
Of course, viewers, of course, We try to fly every plane that we buy, it doesn't matter what. Sometimes, if the plane is good, and it is my mistake that I do the crash on the maiden flight, everything is like this, but Captain Boschke, that's just the way it is, I have just screwed this vertical stabilizer in, it's little crooked, but it's crooked.
I have to tell you that
crooked,
I had in my past a lot of multiplex planes, and I didn't have any problem with neither of the
We had
planes.
so many multiplex planes, we didn't have problem with any of them. We had free-wing planes, we didn't have any problem with them, We had a lot of planes from Hobby King, and recently from that obvious Endurofly, you don't have ever the problem for this. But every time we come to the Dynam, there is something wrong, But at least for once, I mean, the viewers do say, hey, I have that plane, I have that Tiger Moth, and I don't know what, and I don't have no problems. Of course, because of the Tiger Moth, you don't have the retractable landing gear. You have the fixed landing gear, and you have a luck of your life that you don't have the problems with the ESCs, because I have even got the comments, Captain Blush, about this plane, that this plane was working perfect on the ground, and then after, I don't know, maybe on the second, the third flight in the air, the ESC just died, and the guy was left with the one motor, and that was it, I really wonder how you can fly the plane. But of course, in the real life, the pilots are trained to fly with only one propeller. But we are just an amateur pilots, we're not experienced.
But now you have fixed landing gear.
Yeah, of course, and now we have fixed landing gear, and you don't even need the 5-channel planes for Dynam planes.
Receiver.
Because the landing gear doesn't work, so you don't have to use that 5th channel for the landing gear. But maybe this is the point of Dynam. Maybe they are watching the whole picture like this. They're saying, many pilots have only 4-channel on their receivers, so let's just put the shitty landing gear on, and they will be able to use only 4 channels, and they don't have to buy a new receiver with the 5th channel for the landing gear that never works.
Yeah, but now we have to go.
So this is Captain Blush.
Yes.
Now, of course, we are doing this video just to show you what to expect if you will buy, because when I was buying this plane, I have seen reviews. I won't tell where I saw them, but they were saying how sexy and good this plane is, how sturdy it is, how everything works on the plane. But now that I have assembled mine, you have seen that the lights burned out immediately, the motor is bended, the landing gear doesn't work, and the whole plane is like blubber. So hey, now this is the true video when we told you what we see. Don't break it now, at least for one flight. If this plane will break in the air, I don't mind if we will film it.
We will not even collect it,
No.
You leave it on the ground.
No, I will just collect the receiver and the battery.
And next time I will mow it with my lawnmower.
I will tell to the viewers that I really like it. I like this design. I mean, look how good.
Why don't we do a commercial for them? We can mow it with the lawnmower.
Yeah, we can do the commercial for
the best plane, the best use that you can do with Dynam planes.
Yeah, just put it on the runway and just go with the lawnmower over, and you will have a lot less problems than this.
Yes.
And you won't be under the stress and nothing. And you don't have to spend any extra money to have the plane that is working.
This is it.
And have Captain Blush.
More than enough.
What? At the end, nothing.
Nothing. We will see on the runway.
The fight with this will be maybe even today, Captain Blush. Now, of course, we are going to the runway. Now, Captain Blush have mown the runway. Of course, we will test that A10 Dynam plane there, but this time for that one and for this one, I don't even care if I crash them, as long as the batteries and the receivers will stay in one piece.
Yes.
But maybe at the end we will be surprised, and this will be the 2 of the best flights in our life.
If this one will fly good as it looks, you will have to change the landing gear.
I won't, because even like this, it doesn't look so sick. If it has that real shoes on, it would actually look like the plane that's supposed to have the landing gear out.
Yeah, no, and we're going out.
Enough, Captain Blush. We're just now dreaming about perfect Dynam plane, but hey, let's surprise ourselves. This is it.
Yes.
Pilot Robert and Captain Blush signing off from Slovenia with the 4th Dynam plane. Of course, that is not working, but hey, we hope for the best, and we hope to see some great maiden flight with this, and some fun. Because at the end, viewers, what is the point of this hobby? The point is to having fun.
Yeah, but I'm going to cut the camera off.
With the plays like this, it's never boring, I must tell you this. So this is it.
Yes.
So Captain Blush cut the camera off immediately. The runway is waiting for us.